All right, we'll have a look at Brock Purdy here. So, 3rd and 9, backed up. Looks like there could be a lot of pressure coming through. Um, I would, as a quarterback, I would definitely call Kittle, keep Kittle in blocking and have the running back block. Um, and then just hope that this guy should be running over here, and this guy should be trying to isolate this guy one on one and then create some space. But unfortunately, the prior snaps just meant that this is a very tough situation. Quarterback draw might even be a decent enough play call or audible because you don't want to force a pass to the point where there's an interception or a turnover. Mitch Wishnowsky is a great punter, so you can back him up a bit. So from a quarterback's point of view, it's really just, oh, hold on a minute. This guy, again, just the same as Ayuk here, this guy over here should be trying to create some distance away from any help defensively and then isolate. And really, if there's no safety help, there could be a go route on. So I think Purdy should probably be looking at just like a fade almost out this way. And if that's just completely shut down, then hope that some of these guys in. But I definitely want to get as much pass protection as possible. So let's see how things unfold. So the running back immediately goes out. And maybe that's a reason why I don't like McCaffrey that much, is that I don't really know if he's a great pass protector. Kittle ends up on the ground here, but this is a bit of a go. So I reckon just lobbing it up here might be your best shot. Looks like this safety's caught in no man's land, so there could be a go route on here. Debo's getting open across the middle, so these safeties are just like giving up potential plays. Purdy drops back. And what did I say? Ayuk gets isolated on Cam Sutton, who I've never really been a fan of. So steps back. Purdy's eyes are straight forward, so the defense doesn't know where he's going to go immediately. But he trusts Ayuk enough where he identifies him deep, steps up, and lofts the ball perfectly. So that's a great job there. That's a tough ask. Just that alone, you can't call him a system QB. Because I reckon system QBs generally, they've got one read, it's usually over the middle, so it's like a 10-yard pass, and then their numbers might be inflated because there's like after the catch stuff. But that is not an example of that. So great job, Brock. Should we enhance the quality? All right, now I like how the Niners are switching up their personnel. So now they've got quite a heavy set here. Let's see what happens. Drop back. Ooh, as a defense, I'd be really... If I see a drop back as a defense after such a heavy set, I'd be like, oh shit, I hope my guys are aware that this could go deep. And Purdy's drop back is very efficient. And he's surveying what's going on over here. Whoever this receiver is has a great opportunity to make a play here. So drops back. This defender was probably a bit frozen because... they're probably keying in on Kittle, but they're a bit frozen because of that McCaffrey motion. But Purdy drops back, efficient drop back. Don't like that. I don't like... All it takes is the defender having their hand up, batting it up in the air, and that's a potential pick. I don't like that Purdy is comfortable making a throw with a guy that much in his face. Drops back. And he gets hit while throwing, so that's going to affect the accuracy. So that's just could be a lofted ball and a pick. So really, I give him an F grade on this one. You've just got to, if you see a guy, and it's also about body preservation. Like, if you think you're going to take a huge shot, just fight another day and try and escape it. But he just takes the shot, and it works out all right. Deebo Samuel, one of the best receivers in the league, creating some separation really right when Purdy needed it. But this is just, I hate this. Really don't like it. 3rd and 3. with this sort of box, I definitely think just call a run play. Nice and easy. You got Kittle here, who's a dominant blocker, so he can probably make some space. Call a run because it's fourth down territory as far as I'm concerned. Just call a run. Yep, there you go. And McCaffrey just really gets it. So, great execution there. 3rd and 11. Jeez, what happened prior to this? 3rd and 11, empty. I suppose, yeah, that's a decent enough play call. Maybe a run would be decent, because the defense wouldn't expect it, and at least that would guarantee you're pretty much in field goal range. But really, I think this is a play call where it's like, all right, Brock, show us if you're the real deal, because it's just him back there. Depending on how these routes work out, receiver's got a high chance of being open. So we'll see what happens. And, okay, this is a little nitpicking detail, but I'm not a huge fan of quarterbacks being super relaxed behind their center in the shotgun, because all it takes is the center snapping. Brock's wiping his hands. He can't catch the ball. You could have like a situation where, if you recall, the Peyton Manning Broncos Seahawks Super Bowl, where the Broncos got blown out by 50 points. Like the first snap of the game, the snap goes way over Peyton's head, and I think he was trying to call an audible, which you're entitled to do as a quarterback, but it's just like, you need to have a contingency plan if your center snaps it when they're not supposed to. So that is tied into ball security, and that's where Tua Tagovailoa is just eye-wateringly bad. The amount of fumbles he's had behind center, even like under center, it's just horrendous. Anyway, Brock's just a bit lackadaisical. Takes it. Ooh, that's lucky. I don't like I like an early pump, but a late pump is just like you're asking to just get sacked or have a fumble. So essentially, pre-snap, I just hope that shit works out. Hope that the protection stands up. It's a 4-man rush, so you've got some time. I would probably step up at this point if nothing is immediately open. And Purdy's shown some ability to use his legs, but he takes a sure bet field goal attempt. But if you're taking the risk of making a pass play, I think you've just got to go for more. Purdy's got to be a bit more confident in his legs here, because this is just, what can McCaffrey do here? So not a great rep there, I don't think. And Moody, what was wrong with this? 48 yards, no mean feat. I would prefer Moody to swing his whole body through and end up having his ass essentially to this edge defender, so that if the edge defender comes through and takes him out, he's not going to get hurt. And also, more consistent follow through means the bigger distances aren't as much of a concern. Just find the Niners offense again. Oh, was this the... Oh, no. Okay. Chonky boy. Alright. Under center. I think a run would just be a decent play call here. But play action. That's so much space to work with. That's a defense that gets misled by play action far too much, in my opinion. And Purdy creating more space with his legs. And to be honest, I haven't really broken down how the Lions made the conference championship, but personnel-wise, I just really think they were underwhelming. And they lost to Sean Elliott, who I think is just like a game changer at safety. Maybe it's just strength of schedule where the Lions weren't facing any really tough opponents. I don't know, but this is this is a defense in disarray, really. But Purdy shows a nice ability to drop it in the bucket, but really should have faced more pressure there. Third and 2. There's a high, I reckon. Yeah, a run play could definitely get stopped. Look, just pass it to this guy. See, this is where... Okay, so his eyes are here. This is where I like a receiver who's got his... who's looking in. and his outside leg is in front. Because if his inside leg was in front, then it's harder for him to actually turn to see what the quarterback's doing. It's this bizarre thing. So this is incorrect technique. That's incorrect technique. That's correct because his right leg's forward, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I would want to be running an offense where the quarterback can make decisions right on the fly and have like ESP with his receivers. Purdy should just hit this guy, quick first down. Easy as that, because this is far too much cushion on such a short yardage situation. Anyway, so they do call a run, and McCaffrey, run straight, Christian. I've made a video critiquing McCaffrey if you want to check it out on my channel. Pretty overrated player, I think. Shows good speed, good hands, but lacks the vision where it's just like he doesn't break enough big plays, as far as I'm concerned, even though he gets all the opportunities in the world. And like, I'm surprised he doesn't get hurt more, because like he gets scorpioned here. He kind of lands face first. Like that's a potential neck injury right there, I reckon. So what do we think about Purdy at the moment? Not super high on him, to be honest. That was a pretty easy read. Okay, so McCaffrey doesn't make big plays. Yeah, well, I'll eat my words. He's really strong. But this is just pathetic tackling, really. Weak. What the fuck is that? See, remember pre-draft, everyone was talking about Jack Campbell. He's like 6'4", 250 and athletic. Oh my god. Who gives a shit if you're athletic if you're tackling with this? Doesn't even really put his arms out, dude. It's just pathetic. Dan Campbell, if he's a look, tries to just push him out. Pathetic. McCaffrey is good enough to just shrug that shit off. These are supposedly the best gridiron plays in the world, and it disgusts me, some of the low standards. So this is like 95% chance run, isn't it? Easy money. Okay. 2nd and 6. I think I've done enough pre-snap evaluation of the guy. Let's see what he can do post-snap as far as technique of drop back and passing. Okay, just a basic handoff. Bit too relaxed for my liking. And yeah, that's just a piss weak throw. And again, he's a bit too comfortable for my liking, making throws with under duress. And look what happens. And he had an open lane to rush there. It's 3rd and long, but still, just he should be more confident running with his legs. There's an undrafted player in Rodrigo. I think he's Rodriguez making the pick. Wow, the Lions really got ahead, didn't they? Okay, evaluating quarterbacks, it's pretty essential to understand what's going on pre-snap. So if I was him, if it's a pass, if Kittle is isolated one-on-one, go for him because he's a great player. Or otherwise, just see what happens with these guys. Here he is using his legs, creating space. And Ayuk drops the ball. I'm a big fan of an offense that operates under center because the defense doesn't know where the ball's going to be initially. Whereas if they're in the shotgun, they know exactly where the ball's going to be so they can see what's going on better. But there could be all sorts of shenanigans going on that the defense doesn't know about because it's under center and it's kind of hidden. The ball's hidden. Play action. Shows a pretty good arm. That's a lazy play action. I don't know if anyone should have been fooled by that. And that's not great accuracy. I prefer him to fire it because Debo has some work to do here, and because he's a great player, still managed to get the first down, but it's all just a bit sloppy, in my opinion. Again, wiping his hands by his side. Alright, my verdict on Purdy is that very replaceable. And whilst earlier in this video I said people call him a system quarterback, look, it's not like you could throw a high schooler out there and he could do what Purdy could do, or most high schoolers. That actually makes me remember that on my website, which is in the link on my channel, I've got some exclusive content here. This is free stuff, got some paid stuff lower down, but I evaluated these under-recruited class of 2022 high school gridiron players, and a quarterback there's called Toby Schmidt. Hi everyone. Who I believe, look at that head, hey. COVID lockdown does some weird shit to you, I tell you. But I evaluate some guys who, at the time I made this video, hadn't had any college offers, and I thought they were good enough to at least, like, be competent in the NFL, right? So if you look, Toby Schmidt, much better player than Brock Purdy, in my opinion, right? So he drops back. Oh. Hi. Right, so if I hit the right button here, it skips to the next video. Schmidt has a great ability running and has a good playmaking ability. Anyway, you can watch the video for yourself, but I would take Toby Schmidt over Purdy any day, and Schmidt, it was like an severely under-recruited. Where's Schmidt at now? He was at Wagner, but now he's at Fullerton. So that's a guy to look out for. To potentially, you know, make some big plays at a sort of lower college level, I'm presuming. But yeah, just based on what I've seen, I think you've got Purdy's just working with a good play caller, I think. Not sure whether he's got much control over audibling to things, but it's just like good play calling. But like whenever Purdy is under duress, he throws when he should probably be trying to escape the. And yeah, so I'd pay him about $6 million a year, and that's below replacement level, so to speak. There you have it.